I'm Alan from Yin-shan Government Secondary School. Today I'm going to share a book called SKYJACK, written by Vicary. First, introduction of the author. The book in content was written by Vicary. Vicary is an experienced teacher and writer, and has written several stories of the Oxford's bookworms library. Most of the stories is thriller and adventure series. SKYJACK is one of the most representative book. Next, summary. I found this book to be very well thought out and professional written. When I saw the cover page, it really attracted my eyes. There were hijacker versus flight crew. Who will not love this type of intensity stories? Most people first will think this will be bloody and full of violence. However, it's just exited a park. Most of the story is using brain and psychological battle. This is totally different with most cops and thief stories. One of the best parts is that the main character is like us, who is an ordinary person, just like us, with a family and children. On the other hand, the story background is fascinating. The first sentence of the book is that when people use guns to take what they want, how can you stop them? It made me easily go inside the story and brainstorm what will happen next. I'm so exhilarated about the story background setting, which leaves me wanting to see what will happen next and what is the ending of the story. Is Prime with dead or alive? Next, background. When a large plane is hijacked, the Prime Minister looks at the list of the passengers and suddenly becomes very frightened. There's a name on the list that the Prime Minister knows very well, too well. There's someone on that plane who will soon be died. If the hijacker can find out who he is, and there isn't much time, one man lies dead on the runway. In few minutes, the hijacker will use their guns again, and Prime Minister knows who they're going to kill. Move to the body of the review. In chapter 1 to 2, the author wrote about what people do on the plane, such as drink coffee, watch newspaper, and rest. It creates a true atmosphere, especially the dialogue of the flight attendant Carl and Hero. They make jokes with each other and talk about family. It lets the reader not expect what will happen next and what scary things are waiting for them. In chapter 3, the air hostess came out of the cabin and looked different. She had a machine gun in hand and stood at the front of the plane and watched the passenger carefully. This scene has shocked me. The last scene of the air hostess is kind, but is turned hijacker suddenly. The difference of the hostess are the turning point of this chapter. Also, Chapter 3 is a turning point of the story. In chapter 4 to 9, there are the scene of telling reader there are 3 hijackers aims to plant the bomb on the plane, and 108 passengers which including a lot of American and British. When hijacker says after 1 hour will kill 1 person, at 1:59 a.m., hijacker killed the first person who is American. After the scene of passenger is panicked and outright, it makes reader feel horrified and pressure. However, the scenes of US ambassador and UK ambassador are realistic. Both want to safeguard their interests of country. In chapter 10 to 15, Carl and Hero and a man use flashbang and cooperation to kill the hijacker. Finally, they arrest the hijacker brother and save the passengers. These 2 scenes are amazing. I cannot breathe when I was reading this shocking picture. At last conclusion, this book is recommended to everyone who loves watch cops and thief stories, adventures and logic stories. Also, this book is quite special. If you don't put yourself in the story or character, you will not feel horrified or strange. However, if you imagine yourself in the scenes, it was very frightening. The details and gambling between hijacker and Carl and Hero was astonishing. It really shocks me. It's the greatest book of cops and thief topic. After reading this, I learned about character description and psychological description. Besides that, I learned we should click claim at every situation and problem and multi-angle thinking. There's always more solution than problem. Thank you.